All right, everybody, here's a prop that I've been debating about putting together and what I'm going to do with it. It's the 12-foot towering ghost from Home Depot. And I'm just going to be honest with you. There's about 1,800 of these left online. Even if I like this thing when I get it put together, I'm probably going to take it back because it was too expensive. And, you know, as I was supposed to be saving money this year, I'm going to take it back and see if I can get it half price or something at the end of the season, if I like it. And that's another thing. I've been back and forth if I like it. So that's what it's like. I'm just going to put it together real quick and see what we got. So I've already got the parts out. So here's the stand, very substantial. Your bottom part. And this is basically, as you've all heard, yeah, there's the rooster. I'm back up in my Halloween building, as I like to call it. Anyway, it's a blow mold, apparently. Which kind of like that, because it's light. It's not heavy like the other, you know, big guys. See the werewolf peeking over. Anyway, so I'm going to put this thing together. See if I even want it on a discount. And I don't think it's going to be a bad prop, guys. I don't mean to sound so negative from the beginning. I mean, truth is, I've spent more money than I wanted to in the year that I'm supposed to be saving. Because, you know, I got this guy here too, which I love. And I will be putting that together for us soon. So, you know, unless I love this thing, yeah, it's going to go back. So, let's put it together and see if we like a big light up blow mold. One thing right off the bat before I get started is this big metal piece. See the lights going down it? So that's kind of cool and kind of different. And then the bottom of this, I mean, see how light this is? Not the plastic. Got some things there. I mean, one-handed, I could, you know, a couple of fingers off of it. Not heavy, but the vase is heavy duty. All right, let's get started. All right, guys. So this is your A base. You got these two hooks that we all know if you put together the giants to tether down. So that's your back. You put the piece on that I showed you earlier with the LED lighting. Wow, there's my southern. There's that lighting right there. The lighting down it there. Anyway, you put it in. You've got a screw here and a screw here. You just do them both. This one didn't go nowhere near all the way in. This one went all the way in. So I don't know if that's going to be a problem, but that's the way it is. Something I did notice when I finished unpacking the instructions, it has instructions on how to repack in your box. I usually take pictures, which I did on this, so that's kind of neat that they give you that. And here's the little tool they give you to screw in the bolts. There's 6 bolts, so there's 2. So, this is what it looks like so far. And guys, I'm sorry about all the junk in my, as I've said multiple times, this is a 3-car garage that I have crammed to the nth degree, and I have got to do something after the holidays. Excuse me. So just try to get rid of the stuff in the back and look at what we're doing here. I apologize. I'm not a hoarder. I promise I'm not a hoarder, but I am a collector. All right, back to the build. All right, guys, you just take that part, the base, and you slide it over, and you've got 2 cords here, plugs, I guess. One's a 4-prong, one's a 3-prong. You plug them in. They got the little notches in them, which makes it a pain in the butt to get them in. And then it screws down like a blow up. That's why I got it sitting on its side so I could get up in there to connect them. But that was our next step. All right, everyone. So I slid over this piece, which is D, as you can tell. Then I put the E pole on. You have the adapters down here. Again, a 4 and a 3. You have a push pin over here, and then you add another bolt right there. So now we have used 3 bolts total, 2 base, 1 here, and we're moving on up. All right, guys, the next step is F. You just slide it down over everything. It's got a open spot here. So you can pull these up, and this will this fits smoothly in. Okay. All right, guys, as you can see, we're getting pretty tall. And it had suggested laying it down, and that's when it suggested to connect the bottom. I did it at the beginning, doesn't matter. But my little ladder it's outgrown my little ladder. So I am going to lay it down, but it's basically the same thing. You just keep adding piece on top of piece. And as you do, you have 2 lines that come out. You connect it to the new one you're putting down. It's always 4 and 3. And so far so good. So I'm going to lay it down. The next piece is H, which is the chest piece. And get back to you in a second. Alright guys, so I put on the H shoulder piece. Again, cables to connect. This is where a 4th bolt goes as well. Your T-bolt, which is a little different. If you've got the other Giants, it's usually just a round piece and you put the wire through and connect. This actually has a designated loop that goes through here. No big deal, just wanted to point it out. It's different. And connects at the bottom. Alright, moving right on. Alright guys, the next thing was to put the I side on, which is the props left. And it connects in with push pin. And again, more with your, this is a little different. One's a 2 and one's a 3 instead of a 4 and 3. No big deal, just pointing it out. And I think the next step is put a cover on that. Alright everyone, the instructions wanted you to turn the box it came in this way to make it taller. I'm putting this stuff together by myself. I was using the box that my skull archway's in, so I could not lift it and this. So I lifted this and set it on the ladder. So that's what happened here. Okay, so I got a little separation of the joint right here. These, you actually put them on backwards. So the hand is facing this way. And you connect your wires, and then you rotate them completely to put them into place. Not hard, just a little different. I didn't expect to have to rotate them that far to get them in position, but so if you think you're doing it wrong, you're not. They start off backwards and rotate all the way around. All right, I'm assuming since the head is the only thing we got left, and I didn't show you a good close-up of the head, so here we go. You know, I've seen videos and people have raved about this head and how great it looks and blah blah blah. Looks like a blow mold to me. I will say, looking at the camera and looking at it, the dark spots and everything are coming in much darker than in real life, so it looks much better on the camera. But not knocking it, just making some statements. I'm honest with you guys. So, alright, let's get the head on it and see what she looks like. Alright guys, here she is. All I had to do was put the head on, put all the little plugs, these all the way up. I did drop one of the 6 screws inside. I believe it was part H. Yeah, that was fun to get out. So make sure you hold on to these screws. And I also had to drag it outside my building here. Totally forgetting that my building was not tall enough. I had my other tall guys in there, but forgot I took their heads off. So here you have it. I haven't plugged her in yet. She's pretty impressive, guys. But I will tell you, as the rest of them are, especially the werewolf from last year, was top heavy. This son of a gun is top heavy. To the point that I almost didn't get it up by myself, and I don't have a problem with the werewolf, the skelly, or the inferno. So it's just the way it's so skinny at the bottom and fans out at the top. It's different. I put a couple weights on it. Not going to keep it there, honestly. Obviously, it's going to go back in the shed till Halloween, but very top heavy. All right, let me plug her in. It's got the same type of plug as every other one. Alright. Don't know if she's done anything yet. And I'm apologizing in advance for it being light. I was thinking I could turn the lights off in the building and get an effect, but forgetting she was. And here's where you connect the power. Is she doing anything? Okay, yeah. She is lit up, guys. You can kind of see in her hands there, her face, her arms. And I'm sorry. You can kind of see it down here too. It's just, you know, it's 12 o'clock. Bright sunlight. Looks like that's a constant, maybe fading in and out. Yeah, seems to be fading in and out. Let me mash it again. I can kind of tell on this bottom part. Different modes. So, anyway, guys. And I thought she made noise. So, what is this? So, apparently she does not. Alright, well. She's just a big lit up blow mold. I like her. I do like her. Not worth the price. Absolutely not. She'll be going back. I will buy her half off. She's definitely worth half off. But yeah, no moans or groans or anything. And she looks so much bigger than the other 12 footers, which is weird because she's so skinny at the bottom. All right, guys. So cauldron wise, I would give her 7 out of 10. Price is ridiculous for what she is. And she just lights up. And I keep calling her a blow mold because she is a blow mold. But it's not a bad thing. I mean, you don't have to worry about the... sorry about the roosters. You don't have to worry about, you know, a lot of stuff you have to worry about with the other ones. But that being said, there's not a lot put into her manufacturing-wise for the cost. So 7 cauldrons out of 10. She'll be going back. I'm going to try and catch her on the sale. She's definitely worth sale price. HD 12-foot ghost. There you have it. All right, until next video, stay bubbly. I think we got like 76 days to Halloween, so start building. Until later, like, subscribe, and stay bubbly.